Once we have launched the application, now all we have to do is either share our current screen or join someone else with their identification code that they provide for us. We're going to start here with sharing our screen. As you see here, it just kind of clicks out here for a few minutes, or actually just a few seconds, and we're going to see another screen appear here that gives us some additional options. So here it's telling us, usually we get this unless you buy the Pro version, but this is great. It allows us to do different things, but let's ignore that for right now. And here is the main button. This is pretty simple to use. We can share, we can choose what we want to share, whether it be a window or the screen. Right now I'm sharing the entire screen. If you were on your computer at the time I'm recording this, you could actually see what I'm doing. This is the 9-digit code that you would share with someone else. So you just send them that and say, hey, go to joinme.com. We're gonna go ahead and go through that in another video, so view that. We can use conference access by clicking here. So how do we want to talk, right? So we can do all of that. And we can see who's attending the meeting. And then when they attend the meeting, and we'll see here in just a second, they'll show up here. So we'll come back there for a minute. And then we can click on here and do annotate and record. These are more the Pro features. And then if we want to pause our screen, we just simply hit pause. And the sharing is paused. We can make some changes or do whatever, and then go ahead and restart that screen. So let's go ahead and have somebody join this meeting and see what it looks like. Now here, we're still sharing this screen, and we can see the screen. We can see what's going on here, at least on the screen, with our other viewers. We click down here, we see this viewer number 1. We can switch them to become presenter themselves. We can also share control of the screen, send a file, or remove them from being viewed. We can also, I believe, change their name here somehow. So there's lots of great features. This swap presenter, I believe, is part of their Pro package. So right now we're kind of in that Pro mode, so you'll just have to kind of play around with that. But it's a pretty cool application. Let's go ahead and switch over to allow them to allow us to see their screen, and then you can kind of see what it looks like from their perspective. Now you can't really see my second screen right now, but it's saying here, wait for new presenter. So on the other screen, you know, this would be the person that you're sharing the screen with. It gives a button, host, would you like to present? I'm going to hit accept. I can accept or decline. I'm just going to hit accept. And now I'm going to view this other screen of mine on another box. So here we're seeing another screen view for us. So it's kind of cool. So here we're viewing the background of the so here we're viewing this background image, which is on my computer, and then this view here that I've just moved in of this, you know, gray kind of background or brownish background. This is on a laptop, actually, that's sitting right next to my desktop. So you can kind of see how you can see both of the views and both of the screens. Once we get done here, remember viewer 1 is still in control here. We can move their screen, but we're actually looking at their screen. We can say regain the control of this screen. We can also zoom in by going to full screen or adjusting what our view is of that other screen. Note here. You can also then establish a chat with that person, and you can say all or just a specific user, so that's kind of neat. And then you can reclaim the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and hit reclaim. So request mouse, reclaim presenter role, record, request to annotate. So there's lots of cool options you can play with. And here it says, ready when you are, share my screen. And I hit share my screen. Now what happens on the laptop that you're not seeing of the other screen, it just basically says that I'm going to be sharing the screen on this other computer, right, with the ocean landscape here. So pretty easy to use, very simple to operate. Have really seen no real issues with using this program. When you get all done, let's say I want to get rid of this viewer. Now I can just say yes, remove the viewer. Now on the viewer, they don't see anything. But when I hit yes, it just says, gives a prompt on the other screen, the meeting is over. And so you can kind of see that. I'll do another video on what it looks like from the user perspective. And then we close down, and then we can just close the app.